Okay, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a old school, or a little more old school, IFR flight up to Wiarton Airport using the VORs and DMEs, and we're going to do the VOR DME approach up there before they shut them all off next year. So we're just going to go ahead and get the flight plan loaded in here. Bring that into the VOR as well, and we'll bring it into first VOR. Nav 1 and Nav 2.
Observation system. Observation taken at 1447 Zulu, wind 250 at 5, wind variable 230 degrees to 310 degrees, visibility 5, moderate rain, mist, ceiling 800 broken, 1100 overcast, temperature 19er, dew point 18, altimeter 29er86, density altitude 1,300 feet. Peterborough, automated weather observation system, observation taken at 1448 Zulu, wind 240 at 5, wind.
Peterborough Unicom, Golf Whiskey into Quebec for radio check, please.
W5/5, sir.
Thank you very much. Break, Peterborough traffic, Golf Whiskey in Quebec is at the private hangars. We'll be taxiing Charlie Bravo for the run-up Bay 27 Peterborough. Okay, so we got 800-foot ceiling. Winds are still relatively calm, moderate rain. Got the approach plate for Peterborough up. Conditions are currently above landing minimum here. We don't have a great approach here due to some obstacles in the way of the runway. So we only have about a 550-foot minimum on 27, but we are above that. So I've got that up and ready in case something we don't like. We're right ready to make a turnaround and land back here at Peterborough. All the rest of the avionics are set up for our en route phase of flight. Obviously, movement checks are going to be very important on this as we are going to be using them immediately. Okay, in the right turn, needle right, ball left, heading increase, compass free and floating, attitude steady, right, clear left, the left turn, needle left, ball right, heading free. Compass is free and floating, attitude is steady, and attitude is steady, and heading is also working. Straight turn, the right, ball left, excellent. So both of those are all working perfectly. Okay. Time to do the run-up, make sure everything's working properly. One. Three. Four. I like to do it 5 times and just verify that it will actually govern and hold an RPM. It will. Temperature is good, pressure is good, fuel pressure is good. RP check. Those are on. Prop set. Vacuum system, both are working. Timers locked, crossfeed is off. Electric fuel pumps coming on. Trim tab. Set, rudder's right where I want it. All still good. Electronics are good. I don't use the manual pump as I've got an electric backup in this one that automatically cycle the gear up. Doors closed and locked. Roger. Excellent. Good. Call and get our clear. And Toronto, good morning. Piper Aztec Golf Whiskey India Quebec.
Whiskey in Quebec, go ahead.
Golf Whiskey India Quebec is on the ground at Peterborough looking for departure runway 27 for IFR flight plan to Wiarton.
Charlie Golf Whiskey in Quebec, you're cleared to the Wiarton Airport via the Peterborough Airport, direct to the man's VOR, direct Wiarton. Climb to 6,000, squawk code 5547. You can call me airborne on this frequency. Your clearance is valid now, and your clearance is canceled if you're not airborne by 1510 Zulu.
ATC clears Charlie Golf Whiskey India Quebec from the Peterborough Airport to the Wiarton Airport via direct Mans, then Wiarton. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Squawk 5547, contact you 134.25 when clear of the Peterborough zone, and void if not airborne by 1510 Zulu for Golf Whiskey India Quebec.
Whiskey India Quebec, roger, I'll talk to you shortly.
Talk to you shortly, Whiskey India Quebec. After all that effort, and they're not even going to give us the two VORs.
When you go direct?
Sorry? Yeah, we're going to go direct Mans now, so we're going to have to do the first bit on GPS because we won't be able to pick the Mans VOR up from that far away. So, a few minutes, we'll just make a couple of adjustments here. Frequency set up for quite a bit of time before we got to that VOR. Okay, there's Mans, there's Wiarton also. Okay, you're all ready to go?
Ready?
Okay, so we're doing normal takeoff, runway 27 from Peterborough, IFR conditions. We have the approach plate loaded for Peterborough for the return. Go no-go point will be after Alpha taxiway. If we're not airborne by then, we'll stop because something will be wrong. In the event of an abnormality or emergency prior to rotation, we'll call reject, close the throttles, bring the aircraft to a stop. If we're in the air and we have an emergency or engine failure and down, we have sufficient runway ahead, we will land straight ahead. If the gears come up or is on its way up, we'll be carrying on. So identify, verify, dead foot, dead engine, feather on feather and secure, continue on one engine for the circuit and come back for the landing. Anything else that we don't like once we're airborne, we will just proceed back to Peterborough or to an alternate. Questions?
Nope, that sounds good.
Let's rock and roll before we steam up again.
I think that's already happened.
Okay, mags, strobes, fuel pumps, extras rich. Time recorded. Lots of birds. Hello, door. Airspeed's alive. Let's rotate. Okay, we're out of runway. Wheels are coming up. Climb power set. Positive rate.
Ceiling's going to be a little more than we expected.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, that helps a bit with a bit of airflow through here.
It certainly does.
It might be a bit higher here, but it's not to our left.
No.
Don't want that over the airport, that would be right at minimum.
Well, I think I got these little wispy things floating around everywhere.
Okay, so we're about 11 minutes from the man's VOR, 21.5 DME, and we've just come out into some pretty nice VFR conditions, and we've got some pretty good cloud again up ahead, some lower cloud precipitation at the destination, although definitely things are seeming to improve somewhat. So we won't always have this opportunity, but seeming as we're in really good conditions right now, we'll take the opportunity to go ahead and get as much ready as possible while the flying is nice and easy, especially without an autopilot. So the big question is always, what's next? That's what you want to be asking yourself. Okay, so we just got the latest weather from Wiarton. It's actually improved a lot over what we were expecting. We were looking at 500-foot ceilings in the forecast. We're now at a 1,000-foot ceiling. And we're going to be doing the VOR DME runway 23 approach into Wiarton. We've got all of our frequencies, got Wiarton Airport frequency set. We're talking with Toronto on the correct terminal frequency. We're going to go ahead and bring the, make sure we got the Wiarton VOR in, so we can swap that over here very shortly, and then we'll swap that in on the backside here as well.
1600 weather at Wiarton, winds 250 at 14, gusting 23. Visibility is 15 miles. Scattered at 1,200. The ceiling's broken at 10,000. Temperature 18, 2.15. Altimeter 2984.
And thank you very much for Whiskey into Quebec.
Whiskey into Quebec, roger. Contact Unicom whenever you're ready and cancel with me on the ground on this frequency, please.
We'll cancel with you on the ground on this frequency for Whiskey into Quebec. Okay, so a little bit of camera issues
Papa
there.
Delta, change to my other frequency, please. 13265.
All sorted?
Okay, so we've been cleared for the VOR DME runway 23 approach. We just got the latest weather there, showing again about 1,000-foot ceilings and fairly gusty surface winds. We are cleared for Toronto. We'll call them on the ground, 122.2. We need to call on Wiarton. I'll make that call now. And Wiarton traffic, Piper Aztec Golf Whiskey India Quebec is approximately 5 miles to the southeast of the field, 5,200 feet in the descent. Been cleared for the VOR DME runway 23 approach. We'll be doing the full procedure approach. We're coming over the airfield in approximately 2 minutes and turning outbound for the VOR DME runway 23, expecting the field in 12 minutes for Wiarton traffic. It's Golf Whiskey India Quebec. Okay, procedure turn not below 2,600 feet and not more than 9 miles. Our outbound is going to be 044 on the heading. We'll get that in there. Put that in for guidance only. Okay. All right. Okay, going outbound, 046. Turn back a little bit more power. Nice rate 1 turn. Descent rate's a little higher than I'd like, so I'm just going to bring the nose up a little bit. Wiarton traffic, Golf Whiskey in Quebec is procedure turn outbound on the VOR DME runway 23 approach into Wiarton. Okay, I'm going to level at 3,400 feet. Get ourselves slowed down a little more, get some gear out. Okay. All right, start timer. Okay, a little low. Pretty bumpy. Still very nice and high on the whole procedure, so that's just fine. Actually, let's just carry that down to 3,000 feet in. Alright, and winds are pushing us massively fast this way, so I'm going to turn early. Alright, let's get here. Alright, 3,000 feet.
3 grains.
Okay, gears down along 3 green. And I've got the nose wheel in the window. So looking for 3,000 feet.
Down.
Yeah, we are all over the place here.
I went from 1,000 foot down to 1,000 foot up.
Yeah, and I missed my turn. Okay.
How you doing?
Okay, need to make a turn. And okay. Starting to get it dialed in there. Alright, we're 5 back, we want to be 2360, so need a little more descent coming. And we're looking for about 500 feet per minute descent rate. That wind is just crazy, crazy, crazy. 1220 is the minimum descent altitude. Okay. Cannot keep a constant descent rate, we're just like updraft, downdraft, updraft, downdraft. Okay, VOR DME we want to be 2,000 feet. So we're 200 feet high. So again, need to just increase that descent rate ever so slightly. Try and keep things nice and stable. Okay, 3 DME, I want to be 1,700 feet. DME, and there's 1,700 feet, so finally got that brought in, although descent rate is too high again. Wiarton traffic, Whiskey India Quebec is 2 mile final for the VOR DME runway 23 for the full stop. They forgot to call the procedure turn inbound turn, but we're a little preoccupied, keeping us right way up. That was really quite something. 100 feet to go. Off of the localized, or the VOR, sorry, to the right. Full correction back in there. At minimums, there's the runway. So we got to minimums half a DME early, so just a little too much on the descent rate. Right, with that one, it's like a 10-degree approach onto the runway.
I guess they want to keep you over the water as long as possible.
Well, it's because the VOR station's over there, right?
Yeah.
It's not actually in line with the runway. Okay, final landing checks. Mixtures. Prop. Gear is down latch 3 green. We have one in the window. Flaps we are going to leave alone. Arch bird. Wiarton traffic, Whiskey Quebec short final 423 for the full stop.
Biggest runway in the world. That's a terrible undershoot area.
Yeah.
Bet you feel pretty happy with that.